what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Caden, and today I'm back with another YouTube video. And today it'll be the first time, well, not the first time, but the most memorable if I can remember. The worst time my dad ever whipped me. Now, I got in trouble as a young kid, maybe first grade, second grade. So this brings me back to first grade, and I remember. So what I would do is, since my teacher, she would always make us do work. So let's just say I had 2 sheets of paper, right? I had 2 sheets of paper. There was like 25 questions on this. Well, actually, no. Let's just say there was 10 questions on this and 10 questions on this. I would do 5 on here, and then I would do 5 on here, and then I would basically even out the things so that way they were both done at the same time, right? So that way they were both done at the same time, and then I could do like the same exact number instead of doing all of one and then all of the other one. I would even it out. Y'all know what I'm saying. But basically my teacher was getting onto it, catching onto it, but I didn't know how it was wrong. I didn't know if it was wrong or if it was just on my type of way. I don't know. But I think she didn't really like how I was doing it. So she called my dad and told him that I was doing that, and he didn't seem mad about it. He just wanted to know. So he picked me up from this after school thing. It's behind the school. There's a school, and then behind it was an after school, so your parents could pick you up later. So I was in there, and then once I was picking up my brother and everyone, and once he did that, basically he confronted me about it, telling me, why do you do this? But I didn't really understand him because he wasn't saying it clearly enough for me to understand it. He was saying why are you not doing the whole worksheet? But I was finishing it, but I was just doing it a different way. I thought he was saying that I didn't do it completely, and I was telling him that I was doing it, but I didn't really want him to get mad at the same time. So I said, yeah, I understand him, and he said, why are you doing it? And I kind of stood there I didn't really know what to say, because I didn't understand what he was saying. And then he kept on saying that maybe 3 times, and I kept on doing that. And he said, I'm gonna tell you one more time. He said, I'm gonna tell you one more time. If you understand, if you don't understand, if you I'm gonna tell you one more time, just tell me. And he was telling me this, and I said, oh yeah, I know. And then he was like, well, why are you doing it? I said, I don't know. So he came up. We were in a car, right? Just pretend he was in the front driver's seat. I was in the back seat, right behind him. So this was him. I was just right behind him. And he came out of his car seat. He came out of his car, and I was like, what's going on? He came, he went there so fast, my mind couldn't even process what was happening. He came, he opened the door, opened my door at the same time, and then it was right to my leg, like that. I was over here I didn't understand what I was just shocked. I was and he was like, oh, I'm gonna tell you one more time. And I was like, I don't know. And then basically we drove here, and then on the top of that, I got in trouble. So when we got home, there's this thing. It was a notepad. It was a purple if you got in trouble, pink if you were good, green if you were all right, yellow if you got moved once. Pink is very good, you get a treat after. Green is you've been good, basically, if you had to just get a warning. Yellow is you had to move your card. There was cards, you had to move it. And then purple is you had to move it twice or more. I had to move it 4 times, y'all, no lie. I had to move it 4 times. And basically he asked how I did at school. I said I got pink, which means I was good. But really, I got moved my card 3 times, 4 times. And he saw it, and I wasn't expecting him to see it. So I was like, yeah, I got pink, good. He was like, well, good. Let me see it so I can sign off of it, because you have to sign off of it every time. But I didn't really know at that point, so I was kind of oh my god. It's Went through, gave him my thing. I was just praying. Like, I was just praying. And then he saw it, and he was like, "Why'd you get purple?" And I was like, "What do you mean? That means you're good." And he was like, "No, pink means you're good." And I was like, "Oh." Like, he already knew what was up. And so he was like, "Come here." I was like, "What?" So he grabbed my ear, right? He grabbed my ear, and he was like, why'd you lie?" I was like, "I didn't." So then he turned me around, like, smacked me, and he smacked me in the butt. That hurt. That hurt. I was like, I blocked it too. I had to block it, and then he got even more mad. So then he smacked me in the butt again, and yeah, that left a mark. But anyway, so we have another story. Where I have two stories in one. What I do for my usual story time, so that way you guys, because it's only been about 6 minutes, and like that's, you know what I'm saying. My thing can go to maybe like 20 minutes or something. So basically, this is the first time, well, the last time, because I don't feel like doing this again. But the first time, I forged my dad's handwriting on his signature, so I wouldn't get in trouble. I ended up getting in more trouble. So here we go. So basically, it was a Friday, you know, and we were all like laughing, getting turned up, you know what I'm talking about. And so when the teacher wasn't looking, everyone would start dancing, right? And like I just did it, I guess. So I went up and like I started like dancing in front of her, doing like the Harlem Shake and stuff. I don't know. And she turned around at the same time and saw me, and she was like, "Kaden, go move your." She was like, "Let me see your planner." So I gave her my planner, and she signed, like, telling her my notes to my dad. She was like, "You better have this signed by Monday." I was like, "Okay." So basically, when we got home, I was like, I kind of wanted to show him, but like I didn't know why he would get mad. And I don't know why he would get mad, but I thought he was about to get mad, so I didn't show him. And on Saturday, it was the Saturday, or it was Sunday. I think it was Sunday. Yeah, it was. No, it was Saturday. It was Saturday. And it was Saturday morning, like right as soon as I got out of bed. I remembered it, so I got out my planner, right? I flipped to like the first day of school, something like that, where my dad was signing it. And I had to copy it. Like, I took a picture on my phone, and then I was over here copying it down. This was like in 4th grade. Yeah, this was in 4th grade, so like it was only a year after. I mean, 3 years after, because the one that I just told was in 1st. This one was in 4th. So 3 years later. And so basically, I forged it, right? And hope they wouldn't notice, right? So like it was bad. Like it was like instead of it, like it was supposed to be like an E, and then like just like a whole bunch of scrabble. I did it like a Q, and it looked like a Q, and then so I don't know what I was doing, but anyway, it was like that. And basically, when Monday came, showed it to my teacher, and my heart was like bumping. It was just like I could not just like keep it still. I was like moving around and everything. So basically, my teacher saw it, and she was like, "Who signed this?" I was like, "My dad." And he was like, "This is not your dad's handwriting." I was like, "Yeah, it is. It's his signature." So she looked back from where like she looked back to where my dad's handwriting, back at my agenda, and then she looked at that, and she knew it wasn't that. She was like, "I'll be talking to your dad later." I was like, "What?" So like, yeah, basically I already knew it was up, and my mom heard about it too. So when I came to my mom, back in the day, 4th grade, cause like my dad worked till like 6 maybe, and my mom was home all the time. So like I would go to my mom's house and then wait for my dad to pick me up from there every day. So basically that was happening, and so that was going on. But at the same time, so like I was there, right? My mom knew about it. She was like, "Why did you forge your dad's signature?" I was like, "I didn't mean to." She was like, "Now you're just gonna get more in trouble." So I went up to my room, and like I was just asleep. I just went to sleep because like I knew if he caught me like up, it would be bad. So I went to sleep, and my dad finally came. Heard the honk horn and everything. I heard the horn honk. So I got all my backpack stuff, and like I was out. But then once we came in the car, he acted like cool, like nothing happened. I was like, yes. She probably didn't tell him. But once we were on the drive back to my to the house, he told me about something. He was like, He was like, why'd you